Good morning, Giants. Welcome to Wake Up with Giants TV. I'm Ryan Morris, and guess what? We've got a special guest because Nick Smith is under the weather. We brought in an amazing Canadian Giant, Melissa Ross. She's one of the good ones. She's one of my favorite people on planet Earth. How you doing, Melissa?
I'm good. Thank you for having me, Ryan. You're one of my favorite people too. You and Ryan together. You have to be tied because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
You know what? I say that to everybody, no offense either. You're my favorite. I tell my kids that too. They
Don't
all
tell
think
your
they're my
brother. You're my
favorite.
favorite. Yeah.
No, we get along really well. It's not hard to when you have a relationship when you have with somebody and it's genuine and authentic and there's that feeling. It's a good feeling. When I see Melissa's text or whatever come through and I'm like, you know, you'll
And
tag me.
usually
You'll
it's
tag
like,
me in a video.
oh
You
my
tagged me last
God.
night. Yes. Oh dear God. We get along really well, and that's a good thing. Um, so we were talking earlier, and the other day, Nick is a go 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 go. Hold on to the control a little bit, not in a bad way, but he's a doer. He's a driver. He's a get done, organized, just do regimented, right?
Yes.
And you asked me, I said, hey, I think we should, Nick, you were telling him,
I was telling him he's
yeah,
not allowed to be a part. I said, maybe we'll let you listen, but, but you're not allowed. Go to bed.
yeah, maybe he gets to listen. I don't know. And yeah, so he's probably at home. He probably is at home watching. I don't know if I can get to see exactly who's on. Oh,
Yeah.
looky there.
Is
Nicholas
he
T.
there?
Smith is watching.
Yeah, he's probably
Yeah,
watching and he's
you're sup-
probably resisting the urge to tell us off for calling him out.
he was supposed to be sleeping. But the good news is he's resting on his
Yes.
couch, not having to think about anything, just watching. We told him he has to just chill. And
Yes.
so Melissa volunteered to come on the show and hang out with me this morning because otherwise it would have been just me and then it could have been really pitiful. So having Melissa definitely makes a huge difference in this deal. So, but we are talking about rest, right?
And the
And
importance of rest,
mm-hmm.
the
And what?
importance of recognizing that and backing off,
Yeah,
because that's
back off, Nick.
yeah, but but that's like I think I just hit the nail on the head right there, and I didn't even know it. It's recognizing it. So the first like lots of us don't back off because we don't recognize it. And good morning, Giants. Ryan, your smile is contagious. And hey, Melissa, hello. I don't know who Facebook user is, but hello, my friend.
It's probably Nick. No, I don't know.
He's in disguise. He doesn't
He
want us
doesn't.
to
Yeah,
notice it.
he doesn't want us to know that he's on here.
Yeah, yeah. And so it's so funny. I'm so glad that we had talked about this with Nick because Nick and I are the same personality. And you've said this before. You're like over here joking, and Nick and I are like, let's go. Let's like pound the pavement. Let's get at it, right? We're the exact same personality, and so I understand where Nick is coming from. And I did mat chat last night. I did my mat chat at 8:00 on Facebook last night, and it's Ryan's sister. I don't know why it says that.
It's my sister. It's all good.
Sister from another mister.
Yeah, it makes
There you
me
go.
laugh. That makes me smile. It probably is. Yes, it is. Let's see who's on here. Yeah.
So on Mat Chat last night, we talked about emotions and how emotions affect your body, and it made me think when we were talking about rest today and the importance of rest and listening to your body. It made me decide that I was going to admit something live on Facebook today because dun dun dun.
Doing it. What?
I am the exact same as Nick. We both have that same kind of drive. And I'll tell you, I did the same thing this week. I'm not sick with COVID,
Oh,
But
I was gonna guess you said I'm the same as Nick, and I was like, Nick's a girl.
no, we've already established that you're the girl
Oh
in that
yes,
relationship,
in the
Ryan.
relationship, I am the feminine for sure.
Yes, you are the feminine there. No, I did the same thing. I mean, obviously, I'm not sick like Nick is, but I did the same thing. And I had a physiotherapy appointment yesterday to work out my neck and my shoulders because I had some tension there. And the tension was so bad that everything I was doing at home, I couldn't work it out. And when I got there, my physiotherapist called me out. She said, "Are you checking your emotions?" She
Hmm.
said, "We both know that you're an emotional person and you take on everybody's emotions and you're an empath. Are you checking your emotions?" Because I said to her, "I can't work it out. I did everything I could this week and it just kept getting worse and worse." And she said, "You can't work this out. This is emotionally driven." And so it was like talking to my therapist. We sat there and we talked about all the emotions that were happening. And she was like, yep, of course you. So when you need to know your emotional triggers, not your physical triggers. And so we talked about that. And that inspired me to talk about that on that chat last night. But I thought it was so fitting because it really drives home how it doesn't matter how many skills we have, how many strategies we have. We could be the best coach in the whole world and we still don't back off ourselves and take care of ourselves. And Nick and I are both guilty of that this week.
There you go, Nick. There's your Melissa Ross spanking. you just got you just got you just got told. Yes. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Yep. Tension is fear, emotions activated. Yeah.
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 Yeah, absolutely. And when I mean, obviously Nick is sick because his body is sick. And there's, there's a virus inside his body, but sometimes we're sick because it's our emotions. And we really need to figure out and watch and keep track of our emotions and how they affect our body and what's going on in our body and when we need to rest. We need to recognize that we need to rest. It's so important. I mean, we can't function. I was in tears yesterday because I was so like tight, and it was bringing me to tears. There was nothing wrong. I mean, there was nothing going wrong. I was just so tight that it was bringing me to tears.
Hmm.
And you can't think properly. You can't function properly. You can't move properly when your body feels that way. And rest is the only thing. Self-care is the only thing that's going to fix that and take care of that.
What are some of the other things that you do for self-care, Melissa?
I meditate every single morning, and part of that meditation practice is not just the meditation itself. I center with my body first. I center within myself, and then I do some breath work. I do about 10 minutes worth of breath work, and then I get into the actual meditation itself. And before I get up from that meditation, and it doesn't matter how long your meditation is, mine's about half an hour in the morning. You can do it for 5 minutes. My daughter sits for 5 minutes in her bed and just sits quietly with herself every morning. It's just a centering, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what I also do before I get up off the floor, because I'm not 20 years old anymore, I move my body a little bit. And I don't do a full yoga practice, but I do a few things to move my body. I'll do like a wave pose. I'll stretch my legs out. I'll stretch my hips out. Just make sure my back is nice and loose. I mean, because we all wake up kind of stiff like that in the morning. And I just, I give my body love in that way before I get up. And I do that every single morning, just so that I'm a quiet. Do you know how some people they wake up and they're like, "Good morning, I'm here," right?
That's not that. Nope, I don't, because that is not me. Like,
That's
I'm
so
not
not
like
me.
that person either.
No, I'm
I
like,
laid
wait,
there and I was like, I have to like motivate myself, like give myself like a pep talk. Okay, on three, we're gonna get up.
yes,
This is gonna happen.
yes.
But yes, keep going.
I'm like, wait, you want to talk to me this morning? No. Don't, like, let me wake up first. Let me do my meditation. Then maybe you can talk to me quietly. That's me in the morning. So I really give my body love. And another thing that I do at night is I journal my gratitudes every night. And some people like to do that in the morning, but I like to do that at night because I am a quiet person in the morning and I'm reflective in the morning. So if I go to bed journaling those things, then I've kind of slept on that. It's been on my mind all night and I wake up with that gratitude in my heart already. So for me, and lots of people like to do those gratitudes in the morning. I know lots of people sit down and will journal their gratitudes in the morning. So wherever that is for you, but journaling those gratitudes really can center you as well. If you're not into the meditation or you're not into yoga and stretching, then just journal 3 things that make you happy. I mean, with kids, my 9 and 12-year-old, they still at night, it's not a big journaling effort. My 12-year-old's just getting into a little bit more journaling, but they literally write down 3 things. And my daughter, sometimes she doesn't even write it down. Oh, I see Christina is here, and she says, "Good morning, all. Good morning, Christina."
Good morning.
My 9-year-old sometimes draws pictures. She'll draw 3 pictures, and I have to guess what her gratitudes are from the pictures.
That's actually kind of awesome. That
Yeah.
would be a fun thing to do. Okay,
Well,
we're
it's
gonna
fun,
like
right?
try to realize these. So write them down in picture form, and then let's talk about it.
Yeah,
We
and
should do something like that on here. This would be fun.
that would be like a cool Pictionary, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Guess Ryan's gratitudes. He's gonna draw them out for us. I bet you
it's
would
gonna
be
be stick figures. It's gonna look terrible. This might take a while.
What else? Affirmations, my friend. We've talked about affirmations before, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about affirmations as a strategy, and I used to use that as a wake up routine for my kids. Back when they were kind of struggling, mom and dad had just separated. They were going through that kind of anxiety, and there was transitions. And gosh, it seemed like we were having a fight every morning. And me, I don't want noise in the morning. I want to wake up and have you talk softly to me, speak softly to me. So I started telling my kids that they were peaceful and calm through affirmations. So we just, every morning we got up and we said, "I am peaceful and I am calm," because I thought if I keep telling them that and they keep repeating it, maybe they will be. I was struggling at the time, newly single. So we did that every morning, and then we screamed at the top of our lungs, "Today is going to be a great day." And when they said that out loud, they had a great day. They got off on the right foot, right? And had a great day.
Yeah, I think that sometimes even when you're not feeling, there's days I don't feel giant. There's days I don't feel good or happy or whatever I really want to be. There's days I don't feel that. So how I can change that is start being what you want to be. That
Yeah.
and that's calling that in to a degree. You maybe not even to a degree. You can change how you feel instantly with what happened this morning with an infectious smile. There's one, like boom, and it feels amazing, right? It feels different.
Yeah.
You can decide right now, hey, I'm going to change something. So those affirmations I think are huge. Write down if you're not feeling happy, well, write down that I am happy. Start calling that in
Mm-hmm.
and focusing on the happy and on the good. You'll see a perspective change. You'll see things that you never saw coming in. And those all can come from you can rest and do those things.
And that brings us full circle. Those affirmations bring us full circle. If you're having an off day and you're not feeling well, let's go back to our rest and our self-care. Full circle right back. Have I been taking care of myself? Have I been getting rest? Because maybe I'm not feeling happy, or I'm not feeling grateful today because I'm exhausted, right? Or I haven't been listening to my body, and I'm mentally exhausted. So that takes us right back to the self-care and the rest.
I think that's a beautiful thing. I think that's a complete message. Do you feel complete in that, Melissa?
I do feel complete in that. I felt like we were like moving off on a tangent for a minute, and then I was like, "Oh, that just brought us right back."
It all ties in. It all ties in. And to be the best you do. You have to make sure that you get your rest and find whatever brings you back to center, so that you can perform at the level that you need to perform on your Giants journey.
Yes,
Because it's your Giants journey.
and we're talking to all those parents out there too, because your kids are not an excuse. And I've used that excuse before. I've used it as a busy mom, that I've put my self-care aside because I was a busy mom, but it doesn't work, friends. It doesn't work. Don't use your kids as an excuse. Involve them.
Yeah, for sure.
Involve them.
Those kids are amazing. They have so much inside of them. You involve them, and it actually, yeah, it's funny that you said that, because that just hit home for me too on some levels. So, Melissa, I appreciate you so much. You are a very, very old soul. You're wise, young at heart, and very old soul. You're so wisdomous, as the word is. I made that up. I don't know. I saw that one time, and I love that. You're very wisdomous,
I love it.
and I think that's the act of being in wisdom. I don't know.
We'll
Um,
go with that.
yeah, we'll go with it. But I appreciate you. I know that Nick does, and I'm I know Nick's sitting on the couch saying, "Ah, I receive this. I do." He does. I know he does.
I know he
Because
does
he
too.
has no choice. Because we're telling him this is his rest spanking. Us being his mother for just
With
a minute
love,
here
with
with
so
love.
much love, so
Yep.
much love.
Yep. So Nick, get better. Listen to this stuff, and if you're feeling, that you're out of alignment, maybe in the comments in the post, put where you're at. You don't have to get too deep, but where you're at. Maybe things that you're doing. Help the other giants that are on their giants journey to figure out what works for them.
Yeah,
Just the things that work for Ryan might not work for you. The things that work
absolutely.
for Melissa might not work for you. But you can take them, incorporate them, and try them. See how you're feeling. See how you're doing. And but you know, yeah, that's where we're at. So go
Awesome.
make it a giant day, Giants. Thanks, Melissa.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.